I'm Josh with Skid Pro. Today we're going to take a look at one of our flagship attachments. It's where we got our roots, our very first implement ever built. This snowblower is where old-fashioned build meets new world technology. I will put this unit up against anything in the industry. Well, where do we start when we evaluate a product? At Skid Pro, we always love to start with the weight, the frame, and the build. What do you have for an attachment? The skeleton is so important. It's easy to start with weight. It shows we got steel. Our double auger high flow snowblower tips the scales at over 1,550 pounds. Even this standard flow snowblower is over 1,000. And those are operating weights, not crated weight like some of our competitors show. Also, we've got the deep side plates. This is one of the most important aspects of our blower. Twofold. One, it gives a tremendous amount of strength laterally to that blower. But even more important, we run rear stiffeners the entire width of the blower. Most competitors just go quick attach plate right into the body of the blower. We run a stiffener all the way in back, and it extends to the end or the back of those deep side plates, ties everything in, and just gives a tremendous amount of strength. The quick attach plate also heavily gusseted and built into those rear stiffeners and the body of the blower. We run an extra tall, high capacity chute. It is built heavy, double what some of our competitors do out there. It handles a high amount of flow, but it also handles getting bumped and knocked around on occasion. Then we've got a heavy duty, tight spiral auger. That's one of our most critical components. That auger is down there in the thick of things when it comes to blowing snow. It's going to encounter ice, hard packed snow, who knows, fence post, curb and gutter. That thing is going to get hit. So we want it to be heavy. We want it to be able to withstand impact and hold up and be durable for you out in the field. Another important component is the fan or the impeller. Obviously, it needs to be strong. It's what's doing all the casting and throwing of the snow. And there could always be rocks and chunks and other things that get past the auger into the fan. So we reinforce it very well. It's heavily gusseted, big fan blades, a lot of surface area, and again, really robust. Skid Pro also runs the back plating of the fan all the way out to the tip. Some competitors shrink that portion down, but that's sacrificing strength and durability. The last thing we do on both the fan and the auger is run serrated edge. You'll recognize a big benefit to that when you're in heavy packed snow, ice, or blowing back frozen piles. A bonus feature that we don't overlook is the restrictor plate in back. Some companies have gone away from that as a cost savings or time savings in assembly. But that restrictor plate creates more back pressure, and you'll throw more snow and you'll throw it farther. An added detail we don't forget. We also run a high carbon steel bolt-on cutting edge that's removable and replaceable. So you can see from top to bottom, this blower is built heavy to be a robust attachment and give you years of life and durability. We're often asked by our customers, what makes Skid Pro better? We do believe Skid Pro is different, and it comes to our attention to detail on some of the fine features. One of those is skid shoes. We were the first to run 4 skid shoes, both side runners and rear skid shoes. The side runners are critical because they're long, so they really aid in flotation out in the field. The rear skid shoes are critically important. Not only are they rear skid shoes and they come standard, but they're radiused, so they have a curve to them. Unlike the old snowplow skid shoes that many manufacturers still utilize, you're shimming washers up and down. Well, guess what that means? Coming out of this heated cab, 20 below, shimming washers, going back in, coming back out, readjusting, With Skid Pro, it's all done in the heated cab, on the fly. You're changing from gravel to say an asphalt. We're rolled back with our bucket tilt. We go onto that asphalt and we roll forward, the whole time staying in contact with the ground on the skid shoe, but again, doing it from the heated cab. That's not just operator convenience, that's operator safety, to not have to be leaving the cab multiple times, oftentimes in the dark, in the dead of night when you're blowing out your commercial accounts. At Skid Pro, our 2-stage snowblower is fully hydraulic. No shear pins, no chains, no sprockets. Our auger is direct drive with built-in pressure relief. That means when you get something in that blower, the pressure will spike, the auger will stop, the motor's protected. You simply reverse the flow, pull out whatever's in there, and you're back and going. The fan, also direct drive hydraulic. We have a custom match motor that blends the speed and the torque necessary for optimal performance. Chute rotation and deflector, both fully hydraulic. And this is where some competitors will skimp. They'll run an electric solenoid on the chute rotation or on the deflector. Saves on a wire harness, saves the cylinder and the motor cost, but that is a regrettable decision. Our chute rotation was an industry first direct motor driven. That means we have steel cut teeth in the chute and they marry directly up to the sprocket on the motor. No roller and chain system like other competitors have. This is going to help guarantee no freeze chute. We also run a poly shim on that chute. That prevents any steel to steel contact. Again, no freeze chute design. Because there's nothing more frustrating in the middle of clearing your commercial accounts to have your chute locked solid. Not only is our chute built strong, it's unique in that we have a quick detach system with the removal of 2 pins, a quick bracket. We can actually take this chute, pull it off. That gives us a better option for shipping it in a protected way with a smaller crate, but it also is a unique storage option for guys that put it in shelving at year end or want to tuck it away tight. We can take the chute right off. Then we've got the oversized deflector. This deflector is huge compared to the industry average. We run a hydraulic cylinder. Again, strength, reliability. When you need it most, that deflector will function. This is especially critical when you're out fighting the wind and you need to blow that snow in a certain direction, but also keep it out of your cab for better visibility. At Skid Pro, we want a good customer experience. And part of that with a snowblower is entering and exiting the cab safely. We have over 200 square inches of aggressive tread in 3 different steps. So whether you exit left or exit right, we've got your back to do it safely. Also, we have a hose retainer ring right off the side of the quick attach plate. I can't overstate how important this is. There is so much going on when you're blowing snow that you have to be watching and thinking about. The last thing we want you to think about is where your hoses are. Are they getting in a pinch point on the skid loader? That hose retainer ring will save your bacon to prevent damage to hose unknowingly when you're operating in the field. At Skid Pro, we're grateful for all our 5-star reviews. A lot of those come from what I call the no-see-ums, things we think about so you don't have to. First, custom match motor. Our direct drive fan motor is custom selected to the flow and pressure of your machine. That's going to give you optimal blowing performance even on standard flow. We run one of the best powder coats in the entire industry. To ensure your blower stays in great shape, we've got a fantastic powder coat finish to protect it from salt and moisture. We also have a protected valve block. One of our extra large safety steps covers that block and it's tucked out of the way to make sure it won't get hit or bumped during operation. I want to remind you, this is an ultra low maintenance machine. One simple grease zerk opposite the direct drive motor on the auger. We have a quick disconnect wire harness. This allows you to protect that more vulnerable plug during the off season and switch from attachment to attachment. We are the originator of the 2-year warranty across the board on our entire product line. Yes, some have copied, but it's because we went there first. We are the largest family-run, direct-to-end user skid-steer attachment company in the country. Because this is still our name, it means something to us. For the best true customer value in product quality and customer service with a family feel, give us a call and experience the Skid Pro difference.